Hi, Fran. Hi, can you hear me okay? Happy Wednesday, friend. Thanks for being here. I'm so glad you're here. Let me get things situated here. Make sure you're on live chat, Fran. Up at the top, go to live chat so we don't miss anybody. And my sister sent me an email just a little bit ago, and she said if she's not here, they're having storms right now down in Virginia where she lives, so she might not be here. So she just wanted me to, she wanted me to know, and I wanted you to know. So, hi Tina, hi, how's the weather there? Has it calmed down at all? Let me tell you something. It has been windy here today. It has been windy. And upstate New York has had like numerous. Hi, Kelly. Tell your mom we said hi. Fran and Tina are already here. So somebody let me know if you can hear me okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sound check. Sound check. Oh, good, Tina, good. What I was saying was upstate New York, north of us, Salamanca, Jamestown, all the way over. Tornado warnings, tornado watches. Jen, David, thank you so much. We love it when you come out of the bushes, friend. We do. Happy Wednesday. We're so glad you're here. We are. Oh, so happy Wednesday, everyone. It is circle time. It certainly is. Welcome to Lilleybugglane. I am Lala, and every Wednesday here. Oh, okay, Tina. Well, listen, if you got to make a run for it, just dip out really fast. Every Wednesday, most Wednesdays, we go live here at Lilleybugglane at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we just spend an hour, give or take, chatting with each other and sharing and just enjoying each other's company. So we welcome you if you are here visiting, and we hope that you enjoy your visit. And for our OGs, which includes David, you know the rules. You certainly do. Now, I know there's bad weather in a lot of different areas, and I know that we have circle friends in a lot of different areas. So please be safe. If you have to make a run for it, just run. Just run. We will understand. We certainly will. It is July the 10th, 2024. Next week will be the middle of July. Summertime. Hi, honey. Hi. We're so glad you're here. Happy Wednesday, honey. Summer is going by too quickly. There is so much back to school stuff out now at the Walmart, in the Dollar Tree. I'm quite sure in other stores also. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad because that means that summer is on the downhill slope. It is. But guess what? I'm going to enjoy every single damn day because summer is my favorite season. The hotter, the better. The hotter, the better. So there we go, friends. There we go. Guess what I did? I made a palindrome. Now, we all know what a palindrome is, right? A palindrome is the same forwards and backwards. Well, guess what? Last week's circle time was a palindrome. Hi, Anna Marie. And I didn't even mean to do it. I didn't. We were together last week for circle time for an hour and 21 minutes and 21 seconds. And as soon as we got off the live, Chewy came downstairs and he said, Lala, he said, you made a palindrome. So we all made a palindrome together. So there we go. There's our claim to fame. We had a palindrome last week for Circle Time. So I think that's pretty exciting, isn't it? It is. It is. So, oh, good. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you all for being here. It's always fun to get together, isn't it, and touch base. It is. It is. Listen. Keep sending me the reels and the shorts. Isn't it, honey? Isn't it? Chewy came right downstairs and told me. I was like, what? We did what? Keep sending me those reels. Keep sending me the shorts, friends, because I am loving every single one of them. I certainly am. And there are a few of you that have won the Reel and Short Award, which is an unofficial award here at Lilleybugglane and in our circle of Instagram friends also. And I have let some of you know that you have won the Reels and Shorts Award for the day or the week because you are sending me the best stuff. Fran, those are from across the street. Those are our neighbors' hydrangeas. Now, these are the pink ones. So you know on their bushes that they have some pink ones also. So I went ahead and clipped some of the pink ones this time so we could see what they look like. Aren't they pretty? I know, right? They are very, very pretty. So I thought we would have some fresh flowers, right? We will. And guess what? There's a couple of our circle friends that are so keen on the daisies, okay? We may have a daisy bouquet during Circle Time this summer. We may have a zinnia bouquet during Circle Time this summer. I know, right? I know. I think for Circle Time, we're going to have fresh flowers. We certainly are. Why? Because I love them, and I know you all love them too, right? Right. So there we go. Okay. I know, Fran, right? I know. How fabulous, right? It's nice to have fresh flowers. That's one of the things that they recommend during winter time. Aw, David, get out there and tidy it up, friend. Get out there and tidy it up. Get some good UV light, right? Because UV light promotes vitamin D production in our bodies, and our bodies need vitamin D. It's a good immunity booster. So get out there and tidy up that yard, David. Get out there and do it. It's good exercise too, right? It's very good exercise. Anyway, I totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I know exactly what I was going to say. I've been practicing. It is mint time. It's mint time at Lilleybugglane. It certainly is. You all know we have a tradition here from the earliest days of our Circle Time. We pass the mints. We certainly do. It is not an offer. It is a suggestion. And I would suggest to each of you that you carry mints in your purse, in your pocket, have them in a bowl on your desk at the office, if that's what you do, and encourage people to take mints, right? No bad breath at Lilleybugglane, right? Oh dear, we have an interruption. We have an interruption of mint time. Jolly boy, he was sitting right here. Jolly boy, where did you go? He might be behind me. Okay, if he shows up, I'll grab him really quick because he was sitting right here beside me. Anyway, we are passing the mints. I know, Fran, I'll get him for you. I know that's why you're here. Fran wants an orange mint. We pass the mints here at Lilleybugglane. We certainly do. You have a choice. Wintergreen Lifesavers, which are the OGs, orange mints, which are a burst of sunshine in your mouth. They are. And our spicy cinnamon mints, which are my personal favorite. Take one, take two, or if you really, really need it, and if you think you do, take all three. We always pass to the right, as per Mrs. Pfeiffer and Emily Post. Proper etiquette at Lilleybugglane. Enjoy your mints. Enjoy your mints. Okay, come here, Jolly boy. Jolly. Jolly boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come see Fran. Come see all your friends. Come on, sweetie pie. Oh, wait a minute. Look right here. He might show up because he's jumping up. Come here. Come here. Can you see the top of his head right there? I'll get him. I'll get him for you. Oops, what did I just kick? Well, we might as well do outfit of circle time since I'm standing up and I have my cute little prop here. So here is outfit of circle time. Okay, I'm wearing a dress today. I certainly am. I thought I would be fancy. Oh dear. I thought I would be fancy. So I have on this dress, which is by Chaps. I got it at Costco when we were there, when we went down to Costco and we went to the Richie Goodwill. I picked this up at Costco. It was $14.99. It's just a knit dress and it has a self belt that comes over to the side and it's got a little gathering right here. It is short sleeves, but I have on a little cardigan because it's chilly. And then look at my fabulous necklace. Does anybody recognize this necklace? Think back. Jolly, what do you think of my necklace? He loves it. Think back. Think way, way back. Does anybody recognize this necklace? Thank you, honey. Thank you. This was $14.99 at Costco. It's by Chaps. It came in this stripe. It came in a teal green, and it came in a bright blue, bright navy blue. I have on my little George cardigan that has the sparkles up here. I need just a plain black cardigan. And I have on my fabulous Ralph Lauren espadrille wedges that I got at the Goodwill. So there you go. Have on my analog watch, the necklace, my bracelets, my wedding ring, and my little silver ring. There you go. And I have my prop. So here we go. Here's why everybody's here, to see Jolly Boy. Say hi to all your friends, Jolly Boy. He's looking at himself. I do too, David. There we go. Look. Aw, look at you, sweet boy. Look at you. Do you see me? Do you see yourself? $14.99, Kelly, at Costco. Jolly boy, all your friends say hello. Say hi. Now look at his arm, his legs, right? And if you can see, his eyes look golden today, but they are switching between gray, green, and gold. Hi, Francine. Happy Wednesday. So glad you're here. So they're not quite, I don't think, they're not quite the color that they will be, right? But you can see they look pretty golden today. And he is just the best boy, aren't you? You are the best boy. Oh, he almost yawned. Are you the best boy? Now, if you notice, see his fur looks less fuzzy. So he's losing his kitten fur and he's getting his toddler fur. That's what we're calling it. So, but there's our Jolly Boy, everybody. What do you think? What do you think? Let your friends see you. There you go. Okay. Okay. All righty. There he is. There he is. Ah, was that good, Fran? Were you happy with that? Oh, dear me, right? I have a recommend. I know, Kelly, right? I know, which I'm sure Faith, now that she's settling into your home, right? She's like losing her stress look. Do you know what I'm saying? Like she's settling in and she's relaxing. And I think it makes a difference, doesn't it? Thank you, Francine. Thank you. I want to show you this just so you see the tag. This is what the tag looks like. So this is at Costco. And they come in 3 colors, the black and white stripe, a teal green, and a bright navy blue. I don't like bright navy blue. I like true navy blue. So if you're at the Costco, take a look at this. I know, Kelly, right? I know. Isn't it amazing? Now, he was so young, you know what I mean? I don't think he was like freaked out. Do you know what I mean? There wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But like with Faith, she was probably a little freaked out, a little anxious, but once, and we get that way too, right? When we get anxious or we get freaked out or things are stressful for us, we can look a lot different, right? Physically, we can look a lot different. And once things settle down and we get a grip on ourselves, right? And we get a grip on our emotions, then, you know, you can see that there's less stress in our faces and in our bodies too. And I think that's the same way for animals. I certainly do. So anyway, thank you all so much for loving him so much. He is wonderful and he has melded right into the house. The boys love him. Buttons, you know, she's our grandma. she's becoming more tolerant of him every single day. So, I don't know if they'll be besties. I really don't, but she's becoming tolerant of him. She certainly is. So I want to thank you all so much for all of the wonderful comments that you left on the garden tour. I do, and you will have another garden tour soon. You will. Things are happening on a daily basis in the garden, and I don't want you to miss anything. So I want to keep you up on all the happenings. You won't get a daily. You will not get a daily garden tour. You're welcome. Cucumber water. Now, I was pointed, some things were brought to my attention. They were by my director. Let's see. I don't know why I keep calling the basil oregano. In our trio of pots where it's the catnip and the oregano and the tri variety of basil, that's basil. It's not oregano. I'm well aware of it. I don't know why I keep doing it. I don't know why. So just know that I know. And when I say it in the video, just say, Lala, you know better. It's basil. It's not oregano. I don't know why I keep saying oregano. But anyway, it's a lot of fun to grow herbs. They're very easy. You can grow them in pots, right? And herbs, some herbs, help keep insects away. So they're really good to put like by your back door or on a patio or on a balcony. You don't have to eat them. You don't if you don't want to. You know what I mean? You don't have to, but they're pretty. They give you some greenery, nice aromas and fragrances come off of them. And they do help control some insects, flies and mosquitoes. You know what I mean? Things like that. So just think about doing that if you are not, if you haven't ever grown herbs before, think about doing that. Super easy to do. So, and you know, we don't eat our herbs that we plant. We're not big basil people. We're not big fans of the taste of basil, but to control the flies, right? we plant the basil out there. And the catnip, I'm so excited about doing the catnip, drying it and grinding it up for the cats. Could you imagine Jolly and Buddy and Sir with the homegrown catnip? It does smell good. It does smell good, Francine. I will agree with that. Okay, so Chewy and I were talking, and we've decided next year potatoes are one of the things that we definitely want to grow next year, are potatoes. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at the Goodwill for one of those big round, they call them muck buckets. You know which ones I'm talking about, right? That have the rope handles on each side, and they're big and they're round, they're plastic. Sometimes people might use them as like toy buckets for toddlers and things, but they're big and they're round. I'm going to be looking for one of those because we want to do potatoes next year. We also decided we're going to do garlic. We're going to do garlic because we love garlic here at Lilleybugglane. We certainly do. We love the garlic. So we're going to do that. And I want to do citronella. I want to grow citronella. Now that's an herb, right? So that'll be grouped with the herbs when we grow them on the patio. So those are the three things we've decided. Oh, that's good. That's good, Fran. Let me tell you something. Be very, very careful if you grow any kind of mint, okay? Do not grow it outside of a pot, just in the ground. Mint is invasive. It will take over your garden. If you want it in the ground, plant it in a pot and sink the pot down into the ground to keep the mint contained. Whether it's peppermint, spearmint, straight mint, just keep it contained because it will invade your garden. It certainly will. But super easy to grow, right? You can rub them, Kelly, or you can rip them and smell. They're wonderful. You can even put them in tea and stuff too. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, so so you will be getting a garden tour at some point, in the near future. You'll be getting another garden tour. So we have that, and we're enjoying our neighbors' hydrangeas, and we'll be having flowers from our own garden at some point too. Now, I have a YouTube recommendation. I certainly do, because I got to recommend something fabulous to you, right? I do. So the YouTube channel that I'm going to recommend, I don't think I've recommended this before. I looked back a little ways in our notes and I didn't see it. But if I have recommended this before, then just file it in your brain, and because it's that good that I had to recommend it twice, okay? The channel is called The Art of Improvement. The Art of Improvement. This is a self-improvement channel. It covers aspects of personal development in easy to understand videos, comprehensive tutorials, actionable advice with expert insights. Okay? Very digestible videos, very easy to follow, very simple advice that you can just very easily incorporate into your everyday life. Okay? So The Art of Improvement is our YouTube recommended channel for today. It certainly is. It certainly is. And listen, we should strive, right? We should strive to be able to stand in front of the mirror at night when we brush our teeth with our non-dominant hands, right? So that we develop new pathways through our brains, right? We should be able to look in the mirror and say to ourselves, I gave 100% today. I had a great day. It was a good day for me, and it was a good day for everyone that I came in contact with, right? We want to be able to say that to ourselves so that we can lay our heads on our pillows and sleep soundly, right? And not have a bunch of shit rolling around in our brains, keeping us awake at night, right? Right. And just the littlest thing that we can improve every single day, right? Smoothing the wrinkles out, not only on our beds when we make them every morning, but also in our daily lives, our daily interactions with people, the thoughts that we have daily, right? That's very important. And it makes a huge difference in the way we are perceived by people and the way we interact with people and the way we perceive ourselves, right? So we always want to do little things to improve ourselves every single day, right? Because that's a goal, to be our best that we can be every single day, right? Right. Because there's no mediocre here at Lilleybugglane. There's not. Listen, we got things to talk about. But first, what are we doing? What are we doing first? It's idiom time. It is. It's idiom time. We're going to read 2 idioms out of this fabulous Scholastic Idiom Dictionary that I got at the Goodwill. Why? Because when we say things, we want to know what the hell we're saying, right? Right. No dum-dums here at Lilleybugglane. No dum-dums. Oh, honey, I am unprepared. I got to reach for my red pen. Let's see if I can grab it. Let's see. Oh, I grabbed 2 red pens without even looking. Right? That's double fabulous, isn't it? It is. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. Sherlock Holmes realized immediately that there was more to the murder than met the eye. Meaning, there are hidden facts that can't be seen or understood right away. Kind of like conspiracy theories, right? Right. Which, by the way, is next week. Kelly. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I could do that simultaneously. I would be willing to try though. I would be willing to try to do that. I would. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever done it though. That would be cool though, wouldn't it, Kelly? When I saw that, I was like, I don't know, Kelly. Boy, that would take some brain. That would take some brain, right? You just might have sparked a little something in me. Anyway, next week is conspiracy theory, right? And conspiracies are fun, right? And everybody thought Noah was a conspiracy theorist until it started to rain, right? There you go. Okay, the origin is this British cliche from the 1800s says that often things have a deeper levels of meaning and importance than you can see at first. The full truth of a situation has to be thoroughly investigated. You might have to use a microscope to research skills to uncover the real facts of something. I did not do a good job reading that origin out loud, did I? I did not. I'll do better next time, but I'm not going to reread it. So more than meets the eye. Hidden facts that can't be seen or understood right away. That's what that means. That's what that means. Red check mark next to that. Let's go to our next random idiom. Here we go. Full of hot air. Ooh, I picked some good ones at random, don't I? I do. I don't believe a word he says. He's full of hot air. Meaning, being foolish and talking nonsense. Pompous, and vain. Vain. Origin. When you talk, warm air comes out of your mouth. Large balloons that carry people in baskets are kept afloat by hot air. This idiom from the mid-1800s puts those two ideas together. If you want to describe a pompous person who is all puffed up like a balloon, you could say that he or she is full of hot air. That's coming out of his or her mouth. What? I know, right? Listen. By the time we get through this book, right, Tina? By the time we get through this book, I do too, honey. There's over 700 idioms in this damn book. By the time we get through this book, right, we are all going to be so smart. We are. We certainly are. Okay. Speaking of goals and keeping accountable, right? I'll show you the last 2 days of my right-handed writing, cursive and print, upper and lower case. Now, Chewy told me I need to write in marker because you couldn't see the ink writing. So now these are in marker and I'm doing alternating days. So this was yesterday and I started on July 1st. This was yesterday. This is today. Now, I've noticed if I loosen my grip, right? If I loosen my grip, if I don't hold the writing instrument so tight in my hand, if I loosen it, I can flow easier, right? So I need to relax. I need to relax when I'm doing it, right? Because part of cursive, remember when our teachers taught us, was the flow. You need to flow. So I need to loosen my grip on the pen, relax it, right? Relax it. So that's what I need to do. And it is working for me. So there we go. There we go. And let me tell you something. When I am doing this, I hear the voice of Mrs. Childress, who was my 3rd grade teacher. I hear her voice when I am doing this, right? I know, it's so fabulous. So anyway, so there's my practicing of the cursive, which is, I'm just loving it. I am loving it. I have my green tea here. It's cooled off. It's warm. It's warm. Okay. I have a surprise for you all, right? I showed you the garden, right? Look what we got yesterday out of the garden. Our first zucchini. Our first zucchini. Now there's another one that's ready to pick. So that will be picked tomorrow, and I will be frying up zucchini for tomorrow's dinner. I certainly will. So there we go. We have our first harvest of zucchini, which is just the one. There's another one that's ready. Now we've been getting radishes about 1 a day. Remember I told you. And whoever asked me if they were peppery, yes, they're peppery. I sliced it a little thicker and they do taste peppery. I think it was Francine that asked me. If I'm not mistaken, was it Francine that asked me if they tasted peppery? So anyway, so here is our first homegrown zucchini, right? So excited, so excited. I will be slicing it. I will be dredging it in egg. Then I will be dredging it in breadcrumbs and frying it up. I certainly will. So there we go. A good Southern dinner, right? With ketchup. With ketchup. So there we go. I have a tip for you all. One of the things that I do every day here at Lilleybugglane. Oh, David, right? That's how you do it too, Tina? I know. Now listen, there are some people that dip it in ranch. No, no, no. Ketchup. That is the only acceptable Southern condiment is ketchup. And that's what you use with fried zucchini and fried squash too. One of the things that I do every day here at Lilleybugglane is I clean the back storm door window, right? Because the sun shines through it and the kitty cats like to lay on the kitchen floor in the sunlight and warm their kitty cat bones, right? I'm not either, Tina. Kelly, I'm not either. Sorry about that. Ew, I agree with you, Tina. Kelly, I'm not so much a fan of it either. I've had some that's really good, Kelly, and I've had some that has like this weird like aftertaste to it. So, but I know a lot of littles like it. And Chewy does our windows quite often, right? You're not a ranch fan either? No. Do you know there's people that put ranch on pizza? Did you know that? They'll either pour it on the pizza or they'll dip pizza in ranch dressing. There has to be some conspiracy about the popularity of ranch. There has to be. There certainly does. Because, right? Okay. I have a tip to give you all, to give sparkling windows and mirrors in your home. Okay? Was it, Francine? This is not Windex. This is windshield wiper fluid. This is your basic windshield wiper fluid. Use it on your windows and your mirrors in your house. You will be shocked. It does better than Windex. It does better than ammonia and water. It does better than any glass cleaning product that I have ever used. Okay? When you use this on your outside windows, it takes the grime off the windows, the pollen and all that kind of stuff, takes it right off, doesn't leave streaks. It's wonderful. Windshield wiper fluid. That's what I use. And our windows sparkle, our mirrors sparkle. And you know I love a good mirror, right? You know I love a good mirror. So try windshield wiper fluid. Just pick up a cheap basic windshield wiper fluid. Just not the Rain-X, not the winter formula, not anything. Just basic windshield wiper fluid. Try it and you will see. You will see that I'm telling the truth. But I wanted, and let me tell you something. Chewy started using this on the windows and he didn't tell me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks like there isn't even glass in the windows. I said, what did you use? He said, windshield wiper fluid. So then I told him, put some in a spray bottle for me. And that's what we've been using ever since. Windshield wiper fluid. There you go. There you go. And listen, don't give me any shit in the comments about how dangerous windshield wiper fluid is because of all the chemicals and all that stuff. Okay? Because you drink water that you put those disgusting flavor crystals in that are full of aspartame. So don't give me any shit in the comments about it. And you drink Gatorade. Right? Right. Chewy is celebrating Christmas in July. He is. Kelly. I don't want to hear anything from you right now. I'm just kidding. He ordered something. He did. I knew you were going to say something. Listen, he ordered something. I was a little bit exasperated, right? Because he figured out the parental controls on the TV because I had blocked QVC. I'm just joking. I'm joking. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. But that's what I told a friend that I did. But I didn't. Okay, listen. He ordered a set of 3 Christmas ornaments, Valerie Parhill, during Christmas in July. Okay, now we are fans of Valerie Parhill's line on the QVC. We certainly are. Okay, they arrived today. I want to share them with you. All right, because I want you to see how beautiful these are. Not only the ornaments themselves, but the presentation. Okay, now I'm quite sure that they are still right. I'm check on the QVC website to see if they are there. These would be perfect for a military service member for Christmas, for a veteran for Christmas, right? These would be perfect. This would be perfect for someone that is receiving a promotion in the military, for someone that has received an award in the military, right? These would be a perfect gift to give. And I want to share them with you. It's a set of 3 by Valerie Parhill. Okay. This is one. Okay. There's going to be 3 of them. Okay. But this is the box that it comes in. It's silver. It's kind of like it's not real metallic. Okay. But you could just put a very pretty bow on this and this would be it. Okay. You open it up. Let me just see. Okay. You open it up and this is what it looks like. Okay. So it's got your foam here. Now look at this. This is the eagle. But look, it's sitting in satin. Okay. Very secure in the box. Okay. So we have the American eagle. Right? Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't it? Right? Right? Okay. How perfect would this be for a gift for a military veteran, for a military active duty, right? Or if you have in your church, if you have service members in your church, would be to get together and gift them for Christmas. Patriotic tree would be beautiful, right? So this is the first one, and just look at this beautiful presentation, right? So it comes with this to protect it, and then this. So super easy to gift, okay? So that's the first one. This is the second one. They all come in the same box, okay? Okay. Look at that. That just makes me want to cry. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? So, look how pretty that is, right? Sorry. Woo! It just does it to me every single time. So there's that one. Then there's this one. And this one's gorgeous too. And any 3 of these would be a wonderful gift for a service member. Absolutely, Kelly. Well, that's why he got them, you know, right? That's why he got them. He felt it was this year was especially important, right? This one is very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now these are like the glass. These are like old world Christmas ornaments, but they're not old world Christmas. They're by Valerie Parhill. But Look at that. And it's got some glitter on it, just the slightest bit, on the stripes, right above the red stripes, top and bottom, there's a little bit of glitter. Okay? So, yeah, Fran. Yeah. I like all three of them, but, you know, so there we go. So he made a very good purchase, and I was happy with it. So I was like, yeah, you can get those. That's fine, right? I know, honey. I know. We have a couple. You know the cat and the bunny that are out in the garden that are faded, but they were the green flocked. They are Valerie Parhill from quite a few years ago. That is her line from QVC. So there you go. So she has some nice things. She has some very, very nice things that we have gotten from her. I think the pineapple lamps that are on the mantle might be Valerie Parhill. They did come from QVC, but they might be Valerie Parhill or they might not. I can't remember. I'd have to ask Chewy which one they were. But anyway, so there you go, right? There you go. He did a great job. He did. And then they were selling some cookies. And he was just jonesing after these cookies. I know, Kelly. We've gotten quite a few things from her and we've liked them. We have. I mean, she does a really nice job. She's got beautiful Christmas items. And I agree with Francine. You have to get them, when they're on special or today's special value or they're on sale. It might have been Cheryl's. Or was it a man's name? Is there a man's name that does the cookies? No. You want to know why? Because I told him, I said, I can make those cookies. David's cookies. That's what it was. I can make those cookies. I certainly can. Okay, I want you all, PSA. It's PSA time, right? I want you all to be aware. The appeal, APEEL, okay? You want to watch your fruits and vegetables and look for the appeal sticker on your fruits and vegetables, and you need to stay away from those products. It's going to be on fruits and vegetables, okay? Now, this is something that Bill Gates has a hand in. It is a process that they are starting to use on fruits and vegetables. It's a coating that is being used to extend the life and the freshness and the portability of fruits and vegetables, okay? It cannot be washed off. If you want to research it, you can research it, okay? But it is starting to show up in stores. So you want to look for the label. It'll be a round label and it'll say appeal, APEEL, okay? And you want to stay away from products that have those stickers on it. Right, Kelly. Right. So just be aware, okay? I want you to be aware and look for that sticker. Now, it has to have that sticker on it. That's the rule, okay? If the fruits or vegetables have been treated, it has to have that sticker on it. So if you don't see that sticker, then, assume that it has not been treated, okay? Because part of the thing is that it has to have that sticker, okay? APEEL, okay? And you can research it to find out exactly what the whole hullabaloo is about it, but Bill Gates has a hand in it, okay? And it cannot be washed off the fruits and vegetables once it is on, okay? The other thing I want you to pay attention to is the term One Health, okay? ONE, health. Now, this is a term that you are going to start hearing, okay? Just keep your ears open. This is a term that you are going to start hearing, because what is starting to happen is they are starting to relate health with the climate hoax or the climate change, okay? So One Health is going to meld in with the climate movement, okay? So just listen for that term, One Health, because it's going to start popping up. You're going to start hearing it, okay? And it's a way to get the medical community, right, into the climate change push, okay? So just be aware of that. And, you know, it's funny to me, and I think I've said this before, you know, they keep talking about zero carbon, net zero carbon, zero carbon. Well, does anybody realize what we exhale? Right? So in order to be at zero carbon, what does that mean? Because we exhale, right, carbon dioxide, right? So just One Health. Just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. Now, to wrap it up, excuse me, I got a little bit of, can you hear the wind chime? It's windy. Look, can you see right there? Can you see? Let me see. You can. See the wind blowing in the trees? Can you hear the wind chime? There's a wind chime that hangs right outside this window right here. Sometimes it gets so windy, Chewy has to take it down because it's so annoying to him. It is. It's annoying. So anyway, listen, I sent a reel today. I did. I sent a reel today to our Instagram circle of friends. I did. And this reel talked about friendship. Okay? And it talked about having a friend that is a truth teller, having a friend that is a confidant, and having a friend that is a ride or die. Okay? Good night, David. Thank you so much for being here. We're so glad you were here. Everybody's glad you were here. Listen, get yourself some sleep. Good night, David. Good night. Good night. We enjoyed having you. We certainly did. Anyway, so, yeah. So you want to have a friend that tells you the truth, right? You do. And there are ways to tell the truth, right? You can be gentle about it. You can be forthcoming with it, right? I listened to a woman who is on the carnivore diet. I don't remember her channel name. I don't think she's in the United States, but she's been on the carnivore diet for a long time, and she's lost quite a bit of weight, and she's feeling really, really good. She's feeling good mentally and physically. And she said that she was talking to a friend of hers, and that the friend said, you need to stop being so kind to yourself. You need to be a little bit cruel to yourself. And she said the phrase, cruel to be kind, right? Because the lady that's on the carnivore diet, right, isn't pushing herself. You know what I mean? She's not, she knows she could be doing more, right? And she knows she could be doing more, right? She said that in the video. So I don't think lying to people is a kind thing to do. I really don't. I don't think lying to someone is a truthful thing to do. It's not. I think lying to somebody is insulting their intelligence, right? Because a lot of times people already know. They know. They just don't want to hear it out loud, and they don't want to be confronted with it, right? Just like when I was confronted, you know, before I lost weight, you know, and someone said something to me, and it wasn't very nice, right? It wasn't very nice, but I knew it was true. I knew it was true, right? I wouldn't say it was cruel, because I have a completely different definition than most people do of the word cruel, right? Or the word mean, or what other word, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so you want a friend that's a truth teller. You want a friend that's going to tell you the truth, right? You also want a friend that you can tell things to, and you know that it's not going to be blabbed all over town, right? You know that. Now, we all have friends, or we all know people that we cannot tell anything to. You can't tell them anything, because the minute you tell them, right, they can't help themselves. They gotta blab it, right? You know people like that. And then you got these ride or dies. Now, I'm not too keen on the ride or die phrase. I'm not too keen on that. I'm more keen on the help you hide a body phrase, right? So you want a friend, right, that if you call them at 3:00 in the morning and you say you need them, they're going to show up at your door at 3:05 with black trash bags, duct tape, and a shovel, right? Because they'll help you hide that body. They won't ask any questions, right? They won't. They'll just help you hide the body, right? So, it's wonderful to have friends. It's wonderful to have friends. It certainly is. And I have friends. We are all friends, right? And I have friends in my real life that would help me hide a body like that. I have friends in my real life that I could tell anything to, and they wouldn't tell a soul. Well, they wouldn't tell a soul because they'd be scared to death, because I'd probably cut their tongue out if they blabbed. I wouldn't, but they would think I would. Right? Right. And I have friends that will tell me the truth. They will tell me the truth. And I am friends to people filling those roles in their lives, right? And the one thing that when somebody says to me, can I ask you a question? And I'll say, yes, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Or can I ask your opinion? And I'm like, yes, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I just, I can't not be truthful. I can be truthful in a kind way. I can be truthful in a direct way. And I can be truthful in a cruel way, right? Depending on the situation, right? So I hope that each and every one of you in your real lives, and possibly in your online lives, have someone that fills those roles for you, right? Because as we get older as adults, it's not always easy to make new friends. Some of us are lucky enough. Right, Kelly. Right. Well, I think when when women, right? When women become matrons, meaning we are older, we are more mature, we've had more life experience, right? We can look back on things and realize the bullshit that we wasted our time on, right? And now that we're older, we're just not going to do that anymore, right? Because there's maidens, maids, and matrons, right? So a lot of us are now in the matron phase of womanhood, right? Meaning that we're older, we're wiser, we have more experience, you know what I'm saying? That kind of a thing. So I'm like that too. I'm not going to put up with the bullshit. I'm not putting up with the whining. I'm not putting up with the, oh, poor me. I didn't do this when I was 23. Yes, I'm a poet and I know it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to, oh, you were mean to me. If you don't tell me exactly what I want to hear, you're out. You're out. I'm not going to do that. I'm not responsible for your happiness. I'm not responsible for anybody's happiness. So I understand the whole bullshit thing. Good, honey. Good. No, Tina. No, because I can be downstairs walking on the treadmill. I can be out deadhead in the flowers, or I can be watching a fabulous true crime documentary on YouTube, right? I don't have time for your silliness. Not your silliness, Tina. Just your in general. Do you know what I mean? But I think as we get older, right? And the lime. Is it lime that you sprinkle over to tamp down the smell? I think it's lime, isn't it? Isn't it, Jen? Isn't it? Oh, I am definitely that person. And let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. There have been times when my friends of mine have come to me and they're upset. And they're upset because of something that was said, or, they were treated not nice or whatever. And let me tell you something. There are times when I will be more upset than they are. And they're like, Lala, calm down. It's not, don't get so upset about it. What do you mean don't get so upset about it? What do you mean? So what, they shouldn't have done that to you. Let's go find them. Let's go find them right now, and I'll give them a good old throat punch. I certainly will. You know what I mean? I think it's lime. Jen. Now you got me thinking. Friend. I think it's lime. I certainly do. But anyway, I hope that each of you have someone in your life that you can turn to. Tina, right? I know. And listen, I'm going to give you a little tip. Not that I would know anything about this, but I did see it on Instagram, and I think I shared the reel with you all. Okay? Most of you. Okay? If you ever have to bury a body, right? Now, all right, come on. We're not being serious, right? We're not. But if you ever do, you want to plant poisonous plants over the site, like toxic, poisonous plants or endangered species plants, right? Because that was what the meme was that you want to plant endangered species plants over top so that it'll never be dug up, right? Because you can't dig up an endangered species of plants. But I changed it. I said toxic, poisonous plants, the kind that if you touch, you will immediately start to melt like the witch in The Wizard of Oz. Ah, Tina, let me tell you something, Tina. There was a murder over in Ohio, not far from us, back in the day, and they fed him to the pigs. They fed him to the pigs. I know. I know. I've heard this on like crime shows and stuff, that pigs will eat, like, you will never, they'll eat it all. They'll eat it completely. And you will never find it again. You won't. Yeah. So there you go. So I just wanted to say that I mean, people have different definitions of friendship. People have different definitions of friends. People choose the word acquaintance more than friends, that kind of a thing. But, you always have to think to yourself, who can I go to for this? Who can I go for this? Like I have my Miyagis. I have my fitness Miyagi, my gardening Miyagi, my emotional freak out Miyagi. I have different people that I know. Yes, Jen. Anything? Am I right when I say that? Because I've heard that. Okay, Tina. Yeah. That's what happened. Like a pig farm. Like they threw it over the fence to the pigs. Like, yeah. And they went into the sty, which STY, I think that's what they call the pig pen, right? They went in there and they raked in this documentary, true crime documentary. They raked to see if they could find anything. They couldn't find anything. I don't mean to laugh, but could you imagine being an investigator, a CSI investigator, and you have your hip boots on and you're in a damn pigsty with a rake, right? And you've got the piggies in the barn squealing like piggies do, and you're raking, you're knee deep in mud, and you're raking to find anything you can to prove the crime. I know. It's craziness, right? It's craziness. Let me tell you something. A lot of true crime in Ohio. There is. So anyway. All right, friends. That is circle time for tonight. It certainly is. Let me see. Shall I wake him? Look on the chair. Look right there. Should we just let him sleep? Or shall I wake him? I think we should let him sleep, right? He needs to sleep so he can grow. So he can be a fabulous jolly boy, right? I know, right? Look at him. Right? Ah. Yeah. Yep, honey. I know. Can I tell you, chicken poo is too, they say. Chicken poo. And you're supposed to liquefy the chicken poo. Okay, Fran. Okay. It was up to you, Fran. You can add water to the chicken poo, and then you can spray it on your plants and stuff as fertilizer. It's supposed to be really good too. It really, really is. So, I know, right? Crazy. And it's natural. It is. I have the hiccups. I do. Listen, if you are in the stormy areas, right? Because Beryl's remnants are making its way around. So it came up the Ohio Valley, went into northern New York, and then it has come down around into eastern Pennsylvania, into Maryland, and into Virginia. So it kind of made a big old U-turn, right? Kind of made a big old U-turn. Be aware of the weather that is in your area, okay? If you are in the areas that Beryl came through, right? I'm hoping that everybody is safe, right? And that you are able to recover and get back to normal as quickly as possible. We always want to be prepared, not scared, right? And we want to be self-reliant. We do not want to have to rely on the government. It is no conspiracy that they are not going to help us. They are not. Okay? All right, friends. That's it for Circle Time tonight. July 10th, 2024 is in the books. It certainly is. Oh, I'm going to miss. Good. I'm glad that there's no electrical issues. Good night, Fran. Good night, friends. Good night. I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. I will see you on Saturday for Saturday at the Sink. Good night, Kelly. Tell your mom we said good night. Good night, Tina. Good night. Good night, Francine. Good night, Jen. So glad you were all here. It was a fun time, wasn't it? It was. And for those of you that are visiting, and I know you're there because I see you, I hope you enjoyed our time, your time with us tonight. I certainly do. Are we ready, friends? I think we're ready. I hope you are happy. I hope you are happy. I hope you are healthy. Take your zinc every day. It is up to us. Right? Anna Marie, don't forget to take your zinc. And I hope you're safe. I certainly do. I think of you all often. You are never far in my thoughts. And I will see you all on Saturday at the Sink. Good night, everybody. Thanks for being here.